after they stopped playing, like after they were done playing, I went to the bar, got me a drink. Some guy was trying to talk to me, saying, "Oh, you're beautiful," type of stuff. I was just like, "Oh, thank you," and kind of like ignoring him. But anyways, so I see him walking with this one chick, or like she was walking behind him to the bar, and I was like, "Hey," and he was like, "You drunk? You need to stop drinking." But his energy, his vibe was like really kind of like standoffish. I was like, like what the fuck's going on? So I was like, who is this? And he was like, stop, you're drunk, blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, hey, what's your name? And she was like, are you with him? And she was like, yeah. You can tell she was kind of like scared. But my whole thing was like, I was just trying to figure out like what was going on. Because we've been good. And I'm not even a jealous person or anything. If and I'm very like kind of like understanding, I guess. And I'm not jealous. I was like, hey, what's your name? After they stopped playing, like after they were done playing, I went to the bar, got me a drink. Some guy was trying to talk to me, saying, "Oh, you're beautiful," type of stuff. I was just like, "Oh, thank you," and kind of like ignoring him. But anyways, so I see him walking with this one chick, or like she was walking behind him to the bar, and I was like, "Hey," what's your name? I was like, "Hey, what's your name?" I was like, "Hey, what's your name?" And he was like, you drunk, you need to stop drinking. But his energy, his vibe was like really kind of like standoffish. I was like, like what the fuck's going on? So I was like, who is this? And he was like, stop, you're drunk, blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, so if he would have told me like from the beginning, like, oh, I invited this chick or I'm talking to this chick, I would have like been like, okay, that's fine. But the fact that he's over here telling me all this stuff, I felt like he was like lying to me. So whatever, after that girl said yeah, I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, well, just letting you know. I was like, okay, well, I'm just letting you know that I'm his ex-girlfriend. We're still talking. We're fucking. And I just wanted to let you know since he wanna act funny.
I was like, okay, well, I'm just letting you know that I'm his ex-girlfriend. We're still talking. We're fucking. And just wanted to let you know since you wanna act funny.
And I walked away. I was like, okay, well, I'm just letting you know that I'm his ex-girlfriend. We're still talking. We're fucking. And I just wanted to let you know since he wanna act funny. And I walked away. I was like, okay, well, I'm just letting you know that I'm his ex-girlfriend. We're still talking. We're fucking. And I just wanted to let you know since he wanna act funny. And I walked away. So then I finished my drink and I was like, okay, time for me to go. I saw what I needed to see. Came to watch them play. They're done playing, so I'm leaving. So I walk out and I see they're walking in front of me. So I went the other way. And then I see that, well, I kept walking, and then I saw that she was like in her car, and I guess like he was right there by her door. So I went over there, and I was like, yes, this was stupid, but I was kind of drunk. I went over there, and I told her like, do you need proof? I was like, you don't believe me? I was like, I got texts, I got videos, whatever you want to see. And then he wants to say, I'm calling the cops. So I said, okay, call them. And I wasn't even like, I guess, I don't know if he thought that I was trying to fight the girl or whatever. That is not even the type of person that I am. I would never fight a girl over no guy. But anyways, so this motherfucker like pushed me. So I was like, oh, okay. So that pissed me off. Because I wasn't even touching him or her. So I yanked him by his hair. He has dreads. And I walked away. He called me a bitch and threw a drink at me as I was walking away.
This here is a message from a client of mine. And I want to bring your attention to all the things that she did that was wrong. First and foremost, you're not in a relationship with the man. That's number one. And you shouldn't be popping up or showing up where he does not want you to be because you look fucking crazy. I know a lot of you girls, you are in your feelings. You know, you was raised in a household where they never taught you self-control or discipline. So your only reaction is to act animalistic. You go out there, you want to confront the female, you want to confront him. This is your strategy. And this is a strategy that does not work in a game which uses the mind. Strategy comes from thinking, not emotionally reacting. By you going over there, approaching this man and asking, hey, what's your name? You know, you're asking all these questions, you're being confrontational. And then you try to throw salt on a wound by saying, yeah, and we're fucking. That's being a spiteful bitch, contrary to what I spoke about yesterday. How is this going to help you? How is this going to help you? Because now that target is going to feel as though you are too jealous. You are not even in a relationship with this man, but yet you're trying to pop up where he's at. I don't care if y'all had a date booked and whatever, and he canceled on you. You do not show up. Of course, if you're an emotional punk ass bitch, you're going to do that. But if you're paying money, that's your loss. When you don't follow the rules and regulations, you have to pay for that. A person like me, I'm only here to guide you to the promised land. See, when you're doing spiritual work, you know what the consequences are going to be. But you are in your feelings. You are so emotional. What you do, you go out there and try to, let's just say, you try to cause a commotion. You're not even thinking spiritual anymore. You are acting as if you are a love and hip hop chick. This is what you're acting like. You're no longer taking a spiritual approach, the intellectual approach. You are taking the animalistic, emotional, carnal approach. Instead of letting things dissolve itself and work itself out, here you go, putting your hands in the cookie jar. Now, after all of this, you already paid your money. You can't say, oh, things are not working out for you when you're putting more obstacles in your path. A wise person would sit back, I analyze this. Yes, it is painful. It hurts me. It hurts. But I know it's going to be okay. I know the spirits is going to work things out. This is what a wise person would do. An emotional person doesn't have faith in what they're doing, so they try to take things into their own hand. And it never fucking works. This thing escalated to the point where each one of you was putting hands on one another. And didn't I tell you, and I have told you, you listeners, no hostile contact when doing love work. Making your target angry is only impeding your work, the progress of your work. When you're doing this here, it is not helping you. You are working against yourself. You are working against the progress of your work. I want you to think about things you do before you do them. If you're a person that's emotional and you want to be you want to act like some of these love and hip hop chicks, okay, cool. But it's your money that you're going to lose. After analyzing this, there is no room for a refund. Looking at all the stupid shit you've done, this is contrary. This is abomination to spiritual work. And if you have any spiritualist saying, okaying you on what the fuck like you just did, or any of you people out here, if you have a spiritualist okaying you, saying you did the right thing, you are a stupid motherfucker. And that spiritualist is a stupid motherfucker too. People that live like that never have anything. And if you're a spiritualist coercing your clients to act like that, I can tell you don't got no money. I can tell you're not successful at what you do. Because this game here is for the strategic and logic-minded. This line of work has no place for emotional, weak-minded individuals. It's painful. You got to take your wounds. You got to lick your wounds. That's just the way it is. You're going to see some things that's going to hurt your feelings. If you can't handle it, this is not the place for you. So listen, you got all the mistakes this person made. 1, showing up to a place where they was not invited. Number 2, approaching the target. I'm not going to say the target's girlfriend, whatever. I don't know. If they were together, I don't know. The thing is, he's not involved with you. It doesn't matter what the fuck is going on. He doesn't have a relationship or a title with you. Get out of your fucking feelings. You guys are not in a relationship. He's not obligated to be around you 24/7. There's no such thing as, it doesn't matter. If you do not have a title with this man, you guys are not in a committed relationship. I know it's going to hurt a lot of you women. But if you are not in a committed relationship, there is no mutual agreement, you are not in a relationship. I don't care how much kissing, how much fucking y'all do, you are not in a fucking relationship. And this is number 2. You're bringing up situations and you're not even in a relationship with them. You're trying to defend your cause because you have broken pride. You just look stupid. You admit that you're his ex. And now he's out with another female. And now, you're making it seem as though, hey, I have some title to this. He did not put a label or title on you. Know your role, know your place. It's painful and it fucking hurts. But you have to step back and let the work do what it needs to fucking do. With that said, I conclude this video. I'm out.